Section 4 ga o'tdik. One word only deyishdi. Faqatgina bitta so'z ishlatishimiz kerak ekan. Qancha vaqt ketibdi? Уже 10 minutdan beri video olyapmiz. Marine renewable energy, demak marine energy, dengiz energiyasi, ocean energy debdi. Introduction, more energy required because of growth in population va nimadagi population va nimadagi o'sish sababli ko'proq energiya kerak ekan. Wave energy muhim bizga. Waves provide a source of energy. Bizga adjective kerak. Strong source of energy, weak source of energy qanaqadir adjective kerak bo'ladi. Problems, waves can move in any what? Qanaqa nimada bo'lishi mumkin? Any part, any time, qanaqadir vaqt bo'ladi yoki bir narsa bo'ladi. Xo'p, to'lqinlar любой nimadadir yurishi mumkin. Movement of sands on the ocean may be affected. Demak, o'shunda sand nimasidir, ocean okean nimasidir. Tides are more than waves. Demak, adjective more interesting, more beautiful, whatever it is, will create in something. Xo'p, will be created in at one sea. Demak, bu lokatsiya bo'ladi, qayoqdadir. In a circle, in a beach, in a what, something, in a sea, in a river. Bilmayman nima bo'lishi, lekin joy bo'lishi aniq. In a building, in a hotel, stored water is released through. Demak, bu yerda hotel bo'lmaydi-ku, prosta men sizlarga hotel joy nomiligini ko'rsatish uchun aytyapman. Chunki bu joy nomi bo'lishi aniq. Stored water is released through something. Nimadir orqali shuni release qilar ekan, stored waterni. Shuni chiqarib olar ekan. Not dependent. No is required to make it work. Nimadir ishlatish uchun nimadir shart emas ekan, advantage. Likely to create a number of something. Nimadir yaratar ekan, may harm fish and birds by affecting and building silt. Nimadir o'zgartirish orqali harm fish and birdlarni harm qilishi mumkin ekan. Ko'ramiz. Harm qilishuncha ko'ramiz keyin nima bo'lishini.
You will hear part of a lecture.
Not important.
Now listen carefully and answer questions 31 to 40.
Let's go.
Producing enough energy to meet our needs has become a serious problem. Demand is rising rapidly because of the world's increasing population and expanding industry. Burning fossil fuels like gas, coal and oil seriously
World's increasing population, increase degani growth population, and expanding industry. Expanding restaurant degani o'sha u ham kengayish, demak industry bo'l job. Industry. Qayerdan oldik? Mana. Because of the world's increasing population, o'sayotgan population va expanding restaurant industry, restoratsiya bo'layotgan industry bo'ladi.
It damages the environment and they'll eventually run out. For a number of years now, scientists have been working out how we can derive energy from renewable sources, such as the sun and wind, without causing pollution. Today, I'll outline marine renewable energy, also called ocean energy, which harnesses the movement of the oceans. Marine renewable energy can be divided into three main categories: wave energy, tidal energy, and ocean thermal energy conversion. And I'll say a few words about each one. First, wave energy. Numerous devices have been invented to harvest wave energy with names such as Wave Dragon, the Penguin, and Mighty Whale. And research is going on to try and come up with a really efficient method. This form of energy has plenty of potential as the source is constant and there's no danger of waves coming to a standstill.
O'zingiz ko'rgansiz, source is constant dedi. Sourceimiz constant, ya'ni to'xtamaydigan. Constant source of energy. Ko'ramiz, javob mana. Xo'p, qisqasi mana. Demak, this form of energy has plenty of potential. Potential of the advantage yaqin keladi. As the source is constant dedi. There's no danger of waves coming to standstill. Demoqchimda constant beradi, doimiy source of energy beradi.
Electricity can be generated using onshore systems, using a reservoir or offshore systems. But the problem with ocean waves is that they're erratic, with the wind making them travel in every direction.
Waves are erratic and every direction that the wind bo'lgandan keyin wind любой directionga ketaverar ekan. In any direction bo'ladi, wind bo'lmaydi-da. direction bo'ladi. Nima dedi? Shu erratic dedi. U bilib bo'lmaydi. Stabil emas, bunaqa stabil degani bu nima? Bitta tushuninglar shekilli o'sha yuboq joyga ketaveradi. Wind bo'lgandan keyin shamol uni xohlagan joyga anaqa tashaveradi dedi. But the problem of station waves is that they are erratic, yodloving, with the wind making them in travel in every direction. Bo'ladi, demak waves can move in any direction bo'ladi bu javob.
This adds to the difficulty of creating efficient technology. Ideally, all the waves would travel smoothly and regularly along the same straight line. Another drawback is that sand and other sediment on the ocean floor might be stopped from flowing normally.
Floor bo'lar ekan. Movement of sand or the ocean or the other sediment on the ocean floor may be stopped from moving dedi. Bir narsa dedi. Qisqasi mana. Another drawback is that mana boshqani bo'ldi. Mana keyingi parallelning o'tdi. Sand and other sediment on the ocean floor dedi mana. Ocean tepasidagi may be stopped from flowing normally, which can lead to environmental problem. O'sha uchun ham floor bo'ladi javob. Floor bo'ladi javob. Qanaqa? Flood. R bo'ladi bu. Hoppa. Ocean floor da qisqasi. Demak, dengiz yuzasi. Yuzasi emas o'sha. Dengizni anosini yuzasi. Qumni yuzasi.
Which can lead to environmental problems. The second category of marine energy that I'll mention is tidal energy. One major advantage of using the tide rather than waves as a source of energy is that it's predictable. We know the exact...
Predictable dedi. Tides are more predictable. Predictable dedi. Predictable dedi. Javob shu bo'ladi qisqasi. Xo'p, nimaga bu javob bo'ldi degan savol qo'yishinglar mumkin. Second category mana qisqasi one major advantage dedi of using rather than wave dedi. Mana zan wave ni ko'rib oldim. Javobni topishni bilardim. As a source of energy is that it's predictable.
At times of high and low tides for years to come. For tidal energy to be effective, the difference between high and low tides needs to be at least 5 meters. And this occurs naturally in only about 40 places on Earth. But the right conditions can be created by constructing a tidal lagoon, an area of seawater separated from the sea. One current plan is to create a tidal lagoon on the coast of Wales. This will be an area of water within a bay at Swansea, sheltered
within a bay at Swansea. The bay da bo'lar ekan. Ko'ra olamiz birinchi. Currently played of Wales will be an area of water within a bay at Swansea dedi.
By a U-shaped breakwater or dam built out from the coast. The breakwater will contain 16 hydro turbines, and as the tide rises, water rushes through the breakwater, activating the turbines, which turn a generator to produce electricity. Then, for 3 hours as the tide goes out, the water is held back within the breakwater, increasing the difference in water level until it's several meters higher within the lagoon than in the open sea. Then, in order to release the stored water, gates in the breakwater are opened. It pours powerfully out of the lagoon, driving the turbines in the breakwater in the opposite direction, and again generating thousands of megawatts of electricity.
Qisqasi nima bo'lar ekan? Katta ana bo'lganda shu alohida suv belgilab qo'yilgan, alohida suv bilan qisqasi alohida suv turadigan, suv saqlanadigan joy qilib qo'yibdi. Wave ko'tarilganda, tidal energy tide ko'tarilganda shuni yig'ib oladi. O'sha move qilayotganda bitta energiya sarflaydi. Tide tushgandan keyin waterni ham shunday chiqaraveradi, gate orqali, darvoza orqali, o'tda ham yana bir marta yig'ib oladi. Mana increasing the difference in water level until several meters high, then in order to release the stored water, gates in the breakwater are opened. Gates orqali o'tib ketadi suv. Bo'ldi.
As there are 2 high tides a day, this lagoon scheme would generate electricity 4 times a day every day for a total of around 14 hours in every 24, and enough electricity for over 150,000 homes. This system has quite a lot in its favor. Unlike solar and wind energy, it doesn't depend on the weather. The turbines are operated without the need for fuel, so it doesn't create any greenhouse gas emissions, and very little
o'z ko'rganingizda fuel kerak emas ekan. Umuman yoqilg'i kerak emas ekan buni ishlatish uchun. Nima dedi?
Maintenance is needed. It's estimated
Little maintenance dedi. Ya'ni ustidan qarab turish, bir narsa qilib turish little dedi. Xo'p, javob mana. Has a lot in its favor degani, o'ta favordan o'sha advantage kelayotganini bilib olsanglar bo'lardi. Unlike solar and wind power, it doesn't depend on weather dedi. Men buni tushunib olsanglar bo'lardi. Demak, u depend on weather dedimi? Demak, keyingi savolimga javob kelyapti. The turbines operate without a need for fuel. It doesn't create any greenhouse gas emissions. Demak, o'qisunda very little maintenance is needed. O'z ko'rganingizdek, o'ta kerak emas dedi. Nima kerak emas dedi? Просто fuel, yoqilg'i kerak emas. Buni ishlatish uchun degan gapni qildi. Keyingisi.
That electricity generated in this way will be relatively cheap, and that manufacturing the components would create more than 2,000 jobs. A big boost to the local economy.
Manufacturing components dedi will create jobs dedi. Thousands of 2,000 jobs dedi. Jobs dedi qisqasi. 2,000 dedi shekilli. Mana its electricity will be cheap, and that manufacturing the components will create more than 2,000 jobs, big a boost for local economy. Job bo'la job. Kings.
On the other hand, there are fears that lagoons might harm both fish and birds. For example, by disturbing migration patterns and causing a build-up of silt.
Causing a build-up of silt mana undan oldingi gap javob bo'ladi. Causing changing migration patterns dedim. Migration bo'ladi. Migration o'zgartirar ekan qanaqadir, nimagadir. Bilmayman nimagaligini, lekin migration o'zgartirar ekan. Disturbing migration patterns and causing build-up of silt. Nakolik sistem qisqasi shu bilan javobni o'zing qo'shib ketadi. O'zing ko'rganingda masalan bu qismda nima bo'ldi? Build-up of siltni ko'rdik. Mana build-up of silt yaxshi. Undan oldingi javob bo'lardi. Men aytib o'tirganim migration pattern dedi. Demak, changing migration pattern, disturbing migration pattern degan effect disturb sinonim bo'ldi. Migration bo'ldi. Migration pattern deb yozmoqchi edim, lekin bu bitta so'z yozilganligi uchun ham migration degan so'zni olishga majbur bo'ldim. Shu bilan bugungi dars o'zini qo'shib ketadi. Realni natijaga erishmoqchi bo'lsanglar, bitta ish qilishning. Vocabulary, faqatgina vocabulary o'shani o'zi ketadi sizlarga. Shu bilan bugungi darsimiz o'zini qo'shib ketdi. Sizlarni keyingi darsda ko'rishguncha xayr. Bye bye.